Mastering the Pure Piety Dharok'er Guide, 70 Attack 99 Strength 70 Defense 70 Prayer. Welcome to the ultimate comprehensive guide for mastering one of old-school RuneScape's most thrilling and unique combat builds. The 70 Defense, 70 Attack Dharok'er combined with 70 Prayer for Piety represents a perfect storm of devastating offensive capability, robust defensive staying power, and symbolic spiritual enhancement through prayer. This guide will transform your understanding of this legendary build, revealing advanced strategies, tactical insights, and the philosophical approach that separates good players from the truly elite of the Dharok'ers set. Chapter 1. Understanding the Dharok'ers build, the power of 70 def and 70 attack. The foundation of mastery begins with understanding why this specific stat combination creates such a formidable combatant. The 70-70-70 its build isn't arbitrary, it represents the optimal balance point where offensive power, defensive resilience, and spiritual enhancement converge into something greater than the sum of its parts. In this chapter, we'll dissect the mechanical advantages, explore the mathematical beauty behind the build, and understand why these specific thresholds unlock unprecedented combat potential in both PvP and PvE scenarios. What makes Dharok'ers unique? Dharok'ers set bonus synergy. The Dharok'ers set delivers increasing damage as your HP decreases. At 70 defense and 70 attack, you maximize both your survivability window and your ability to land those devastating blows. 70 defense, the survivability sweet spot. With 70 defense, you unlock tier 70 defensive equipment while maintaining access to Barrow's armor. This threshold dramatically boosts your survivability, allowing you to operate in the danger zone longer without immediately being defeated by enemy attacks, the key to exploiting Dharok'ers mechanics. 70 attack, maximum damage output. 70 attack provides access to Dharok'ers Greataxe and ensures high accuracy against most opponents. This stat maximizes your hit chance, meaning those massive Dharok'ers hits actually connect with your target rather than splashing uselessly when you need them most. The risk-reward dynamic. Understanding the Dharok'ers damage curve. Dharok'ers damage scaling creates a thrilling risk-reward dynamic that defines this build's playstyle. As your HP drops, your potential damage skyrockets. At 1 HP with 99 max HP, you gain approximately 98% bonus damage. This inverse relationship between health and damage output means every moment in combat becomes a calculated gamble. The 70 defense stat serves as your safety net in this high-stakes game. It cushions the inherent risk of operating at low HP, providing enough defensive capability to survive long enough to deliver those game-ending hits. The strategy becomes a delicate dance, managing damage intake while maintaining the low HP threshold needed for maximum offensive power. Mastering this dynamic separates novice Dharok'ers from true experts who can ride the razor's edge between victory and defeat. Before and after Dharok'ers setup. Before, standard melee build. Moderate defense provides steady protection. Note, consistent but unremarkable damage output. Note, predictable combat patterns and outcomes. Note, limited tactical flexibility in engagements. Note, no unique mechanical advantages. After, 70-70-70 its Dharok'ers build. Note, dramatic damage spikes creating knockout potential. Note, enhanced tankiness from optimized defense. Note, dynamic combat requiring skill and timing. Note, psychological advantage over opponents. Note, access to unique tactical opportunities. The transformation is striking. What was once a straightforward melee combatant becomes a tactical powerhouse capable of turning the tide of battle with a single devastating blow. The Dharok'er build introduces complexity, risk, and reward that elevates your combat experience to an entirely new level. Chapter 2. Advanced gameplay strategies for Dharok'ers. Understanding the mechanics is merely the foundation. True mastery of the Dharok'er build requires developing precise execution of player vs player actions, and the ability to read and analyze player vs player situations. This chapter explores the sophisticated strategies that transform mechanical knowledge into combat dominance. From HP management techniques to positioning tactics, we'll delve into the nuanced approaches that allow expert players to maximize their effectiveness while minimizing risk. These aren't simple tricks, they're comprehensive strategies that require practice and patience to execute consistently. Tactical approaches. Controlled HP management. Master the art of intentionally lowering your HP to trigger maximum Dharok'ers damage. Use combat mechanics, environmental damage, or controlled enemy hits to reach your optimal HP threshold. The key is precision: too high and you sacrifice damage, too low and you risk instant death. Timing defensive boosts. Learn to time your defensive prayers, protection prayers, and healing items with surgical precision. Activate defenses just before anticipated big hits, then drop them to continue accumulating Dharok'ers bonus. This timing creates windows where you're nearly invincible while maintaining offensive potential. Positioning and prediction. Master battlefield positioning to control engagement range and predict opponent movements. Position yourself to capitalize on burst damage windows while maintaining escape routes. Read your opponent's attack patterns to know when to commit to all-out offense versus when to retreat. Team synergies and gear optimization. Team composition strategies. In group scenarios, the Dharok'er excels as a high-risk, high-reward damage dealer. Pair with healers who can maintain your HP in the optimal damage range without healing you too much. Defensive buffers can extend your survivability window, allowing more time at peak damage output. Communication is crucial. Your team needs to know when you're committing to a low HP push so they can provide backup or prepare emergency healing. Optimal gear choices. Essential equipment. Full Dharok'er set, helm, body, legs, Greataxe. Berserker ring, eye, for additional strength. Amulet of Fury for balanced stats at a nice price. Barrow's gloves for optimal offensive bonuses. Dragon boots or primordial boots. Inventory setup. Super combat potions for stat boosts. Prayer potions to maintain piety. Emergency food, sharks, caramboins. Special attack weapon, AGS, DDS, for finishing. Chapter 3. The 70 prayer level, prayer called Piety, symbolic spiritual strategy for strength and protection. The 70 prayer requirement for Piety represents more than just a stat threshold, it embodies the symbolic spiritual dimension of combat mastery. Piety provides a 20% boost to attack, 23% to strength, and 25% to defense, transforming your already formidable Dharok'er into an unstoppable force when properly utilized. Beyond the mechanical benefits, the journey to 70 prayer and the discipline required to use it effectively mirrors the mental fortitude needed to master the Dharok'er playstyle. This chapter explores both the practical applications and the philosophical significance of incorporating piety into your combat strategy. What is the 70 prayer Piety prayer? Mechanical power boost. Piety is the most powerful standard melee prayer available to players, providing significant percentage-based increases to all melee combat stats. When active, it multiplies your existing attack, strength, and defense levels, creating compound benefits that synergize perfectly with the 70/70/70th stat foundation. The prayer drains at a rate of 1 point per 1.2 seconds, requiring strategic activation during crucial combat moments rather than constant use. Strategic combat tool. More than just a stat boost, Piety represents a tactical decision point in every fight. Activating Piety signals your commitment to aggressive combat, transforming you from dangerous to deadly. The resource cost means you must choose your moments wisely. Premature activation wastes prayer points, while delayed activation might cost you the fight. Symbolic spiritual discipline. The 70 prayer requirement demands significant time investment and resource commitment, reflecting the dedication required to master any complex combat build. This threshold teaches patience, planning, and the importance of preparation, lessons that translate directly to effective Dharok'er gameplay where discipline and focus determine success or failure. Crafting a prayer strategy. Lessons from spiritual warfare. Know your battleground. Understanding game mechanics, opponent capabilities, and environmental factors parallels the spiritual concept of knowing your challenges. Study enemy attack patterns, damage ranges, and defensive capabilities. Recognize the symbolic connection between preparing for in-game combat and facing life's broader challenges with strategic thinking. Develop your action plan. Create a comprehensive battle strategy that combines prayer activation timing with combat maneuvers. Plan when to activate Piety, typically when HP drops below 50% for maximum Dharok'er synergy, when to use protection prayers, and when to conserve prayer points for extended engagements. Focused persistence. Maintain unwavering focus during combat, using prayer as a tool to reinforce mental and strategic resilience. The discipline of managing prayer points while executing complex combat maneuvers builds the concentration skills needed for consistent high-level play and symbolic spiritual fortitude. Prayer management pro tip. Always enter combat with full prayer points. Bring 2 to 3 prayer potions for extended fights, and remember that each dose restores 25% of your prayer points plus 7. At 70 prayer, that's roughly 24 points per dose, enough for 28 seconds of piety. Prayer strategic conservation applied to the Dharok'ers strategy. Pre-battle preparation. Note: symbolic prayer focus, protection, clarity, readiness. Note: in-game actions, activate preserve, ensure full prayer points, position strategically, prepare inventory switches. Initial engagement, 100-60% hydrogen phosphide. Note: symbolic prayer focus, patience, awareness. Note: in-game actions, conserve prayer, use protection prayers if needed, allow HP to drop naturally, maintain offensive positioning. Power phase, 60-30% hydrogen phosphide. Note: symbolic prayer focus, strength, courage, precision. Note: in-game actions, activate piety, maximize damage output, use offensive prayers like smite if in PvP, commit to aggressive plays. Critical zone, below 30% hit points. Note: symbolic prayer focus, endurance, resilience, determination. Note: in-game actions, maintain piety plus smite combo, time protection prayers perfectly, be ready with emergency food, execute finishing moves. This structured approach transforms prayer from a simple combat boost into a comprehensive combat style. By aligning symbolic spiritual intentions with precise gameplay moments, you create a strategy that addresses both the mechanical and mental aspects of high-level Dharok'er combat. Chapter 4. Integrating Unique Analysis and Prayer for Ultimate Success. The final dimension of Dharok'er mastery involves synthesizing mechanical knowledge, tactical execution, and the symbolic spiritual discipline cultivated through prayer practice. This integration creates a holistic approach to combat that addresses not just what you do, but how and why you do it. Top-tier players consistently report that their success stems not just from understanding game mechanics, but from developing the mental clarity, emotional control, and strategic patience that prayer practice symbolically represents. This chapter explores how to achieve this synthesis, transforming you from a technically skilled player into a true master of the build. Combining Dharok'ers mechanics with 70 prayer piety. The synergy of symbolic spirit and steel. When piety activates alongside Dharok'ers set bonus on a character with 70 defense and 70 attack, something magical happens. The percentage-based boosts from piety multiply your base stats, which are then further enhanced by Dharok'ers inverse HP scaling. This compound effect creates damage potential that far exceeds the sum of individual bonuses. Symbolic spiritual cultivation. Note: focus. Managing multiple prayers while executing complex combat rotations develops laser-sharp concentration applicable to all aspects of gameplay. Note: strategic clarity. The discipline of prayer resource management translates to better overall decision-making under pressure. Note: real-world example. PvP players frequently cite their prayer management skills as crucial factors in their victories. The symbolic spiritual preparation mirrors the mental preparation needed for high-stakes combat. Conclusion. Your path to mastery. Embrace the synergy. The 70 defense, 70 attack Dharok'er build combined with 70 prayer for piety represents a single of RuneScape's most sophisticated and rewarding combat styles. You now understand the mechanical advantages, the tactical approaches, and the symbolic spiritual dimension that separates good players from exceptional players. Your journey begins today. Step 1. Train your stats to the 70/70/70th thresholds if you haven't already. Step 2. Acquire your Dharok'er set and optimal equipment. Step 3. Craft your personal prayer strategy and battle plan. Step 4. Practice HP management in controlled environments. Step 5. Develop the mental discipline and focus that defines elite Dharok'ers. Continuous improvement. Mastery is a journey, not a destination. Each combat encounter teaches valuable lessons about timing, positioning, and decision-making. Learn from others, study top players, watch PvP videos, and engage with the Dharok'er community to continuously refine your approach. Unleash your power. With dedication, practice, and the insights from this guide, you possess everything needed to become an unstoppable force in combat. Remember, the true power of the Dharok'er lies not just in the massive hits or the impressive stats, but in the strategic depth, tactical awareness, and mental discipline required to wield this build effectively. Master these elements, and you'll master the battlefield. Now go forth, warrior. Your path to mastery awaits. May your hits be massive, your prayers be timely, and your victories be legendary.